I bet. Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy JaakoJordan, and today we back with a special guest again. It's my boy Casheal. You know what I mean, Casheal. You know what I mean. Say what's up to the people.
And yeah, I'm here again to go on the next video. Thanks for having me, honestly.
Of course,
Like,
of
yeah,
course.
let's get into it.
So today we're gonna be talking about the best midfielders in the world, and we could also be doing like a list. In my opinion, I think a list of like we could do top five or top 10, whatever you're comfortable with, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
ask you first, and then I'll give minds, and then we could like discuss and see if we could change each other's minds and stuff. So yeah.
So, just one question. What are we using? We are using like right now
Mhm.
or their ability, their entire career? What do we use?
All right. So I said we could go off of the last 3 years. So it doesn't have to be the entire career,
Last.
but yeah, I think the last 3 years because I think that gives like an accurate like view of how the midfielders now are looking. So we could see off of their past achievements as well
Okay.
as yeah, international and club achievements too. So yeah.
True, 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 true. Okay, okay.
Yeah. So what's your top five or top 10 midfielders in the world?
Top 10 midfielders in the world the last 3 years. So it's calm center midfield, center defensive midfielder. Anyone, right?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Once they play midfield.
Okay. So like me, okay. So I'll start from five.
Yeah.
The fifth in the world, right? The
Or you
fifth
don't even have to
best
put
in the
them in
world at the
order
moment.
if you don't want to. If you because I know it's hard to sometimes put them in
Okay.
order. You could just give me top five, no ranking.
But yeah, the top five at the moment, I would say right now, okay, let's go. Pedri, Jude Bellingham, Vitinha, Caicedo, and Rodri. Top five.
That's a solid list. That's a very solid
Yeah,
list.
I would say that. Caicedo and Rodri. Just let me think about any other. Okay, Fabian Ruiz, no. Bayern Munich, Kimmich. He's been good, but probably not top six, top seven. Real Madrid, Valverde, no. Who else is there? Sure, many, no. Mm, Real Liverpool, nah. Man City, no. Only Rodri. I would say, yeah. I think I think that list is accurate to me. Declan Rice, no. But yeah. I'll say that one.
Yeah, I agree with that list.
I'll say Pedri. Yeah.
I agree with that list. So now let's get really into it because I want to hit a ranking now because you got Pedri, you got Bellingham, you got Vitinha, Rodri, and Caicedo. That's a solid list. That's yeah.
Like right now, yeah, right now, I would say. But I feel there's people that I would honorable mentions that I love and I think their ability is extremely good.
Mhm.
Honorable mentions like Kimmich, I think Kimmich is still extremely good. Um, who else?
What about De Bruyne?
People like João Neves is good. De Bruyne, no, De Bruyne isn't. He's past that right now. He's past it right now, but he's still top 15 for sure. But De
Okay.
Bruyne is still very good. But right now, no. Right now, I think the injuries and he's past it a bit on his day probably, but right now, no. Okay, so I said Vitinha, Pedri, Caicedo, Bellingham, and Rodri, right?
Mhm.
If we're looking at the last 3 years, I would look at like the as a midfielder or as in what they do in their position because you can't really put Caicedo with Pedri because they do different things, right? So let me look at it as this:
Mhm.
fifth place, fifth place. I'm going to put Caicedo. He's extremely good, He has been extremely good for the last 2 seasons, but his first season wasn't that good as a player in the high echelons. He is very good, but he hasn't won so much. He has the Club World Cup, I know, and the Conference League, but we need to see him in the Champions League against the best of the best, you know?
Okay, fair enough.
Ecuador, he has done extremely good, so it's not only in Chelsea. Ecuador is doing extremely good in the World Cup qualifiers. I think they're actually doing better than Brazil.
Yep.
So yeah. So and Caicedo, Pacho, and Kenji Pius is a very big part of that. Caicedo as well. His tackling is extremely good. His his dribbling has improved a lot, and his passing as well has improved really, really
His
a
passing is
lot. So yeah,
underrated.
I'll give yes. As a defensive midfielder, I think he's the second best in the world at the moment because Rodri is better than him. At the moment, he's the best, but Rodri's ability is just better than him. I'm sorry, but Rodri is so good. But Caicedo, I think, can pass that. But for now, Caicedo is better. Fourth, fourth in the 3 years. In the 3 years, if I'm looking at 3 years, fourth is Vitinha.
Okay.
The thing is, Vitinha right now for me is the best midfielder in the world.
Okay.
Honestly, based on ability, on what he's doing at the moment, he's the best. For me, Rodri has been injured. Bellingham hasn't been that extremely good like that. For me, right now, like this season, the last season, and the games that we have played this season, he has been the best. His dribbling ability, his passing, his control of the game, the dictating of the game. Oh my gosh, he's dictating of the game. When people talk about if you watch the game, you will miss Vitinha, but if you watch Vitinha, you will see the entire game. Oh my gosh, Vitinha, his dribbling ability, you can't touch him sometimes. Like
Ridiculous.
you can't get close to him actually. So yeah, but last season he has been extremely good. But the seasons before that, he wasn't really noticed as now. That's why I would say I'll put him fourth. Third, third. This is the tricky part now. Third for me is between third. Third for me, honestly, is between Pedri and Bellingham. I know.
Okay.
So
Wow.
that puts Rodri first. That puts Rodri first. The thing is, in the last 3 years, I think Rodri won a treble. He won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. Not in the last 3 years, but in the last before that,
Yeah.
he won
5.
a
You can do
Ballon
last 5
d'Or.
if you want to. If you want to.
He won Euro, but yeah, he won the Euros. And you saw what happened to Man City when he was injured. Like, let's be honest. I know Pedri and Bellingham might do a lot per se to goals, a lot more because they are different positions. But in their position, he is the best center defensive midfield we have seen for years. To be compared to Busquets, and he could even pass out Busquets. The thing is, when you have Xavi and Iniesta, it's difficult to pass you out. But I believe, honestly, for me, if Rodri had Xavi and Iniesta, bro, it's
Yeah.
different. But for me, I see him as the best in the world in the last 3 years. Honestly, Rodri. But that's just my opinion. So for second and third, okay. With those two players, Rodri, Bellingham and Pedri, you have to look at what you want in a midfielder and where you play, honestly, and what tactic you play, what formation, everything. For me, what I like in a midfielder and how I look at the both players. If I was going to play in a Barcelona team, if I was going to play in a Barcelona team, I would pick Pedri. If I was going to play in Real Madrid or any other team, I would pick Bellingham. Man City, Pedri. Possession based teams, I think I will pick Pedri. Any other team, Bellingham, honestly.
That's a good description.
But if I have to pick somebody, I'll put Pedri on in third and Bellingham in second. Why? I feel Bellingham can play strike, calm, center midfield, center defensive midfield. You can put him anywhere, honestly, Bellingham, and he will do extremely good. Bellingham driving on his ball, he's tackling. He is not the best dictator. That is where people look at it. He's dribbling as well, but the dictating of the game is where Pedri beats him. That's why people love the dictating of the game. The Vitinhas, the Pedris, how they're smooth on the ball. But if you look at Bellingham play, and how he can score goals, how he can take the game by the scruff of the neck. It's just extremely good. Pedri as well. I put him third because his defending is not as good as Bellingham. For me, their dribbling. There's a difference for me. There's a difference between dribbling and press resistant. I think Pedri is more press resistant than Bellingham, but Bellingham's dribbling and ball carrying is better than Pedri for me. For me, Pedri's dictating of the game is way better than Bellingham. Way better. And his decision making is way better. Goal scoring, Bellingham.
Yeah.
He can score from any headers anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
And a
it's
striker.
very good. It's extremely. And then Rodri. Rodri has won too much. He dictates the game.
Yeah.
He's the maestro. He can score goals. Like without Rodri, with Rodri in your team, you can literally play him in midfield with like two cams, two wingers, a striker. You can even freaking have wing backs going up and down, and you will have a set defense.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And
Rodri, he
Caicedo.
controls and recycles ball so much, so good. So yeah, that's my top five. Yeah.
So at 5 you got Caicedo, 4 Vitinha, 3
Yeah.
Pedri, 2 Jude
Uh,
Bellingham, and
mhm,
1 Red
mhm.
Rodri. Alright, so
Yeah.
uh my top 5, I'm gonna give them right now. So at 5, I'm gonna put Caicedo just because we haven't seen him enough in, like, let's say the Champions League, like you said, as well as international tournaments. I want to see how he does in this World Cup, especially next year, because I think that's what's gonna change a lot of people's opinion on Caicedo if he really plays like how he plays for Chelsea in that World Cup, right? Um,
Yeah,
4,
that was it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going Jude Bellingham. I'm going Jude Bellingham. 4, yes. I know
I understand. I understand.
it's controversial to hear. Um, Now, just because I put him at 4th doesn't mean like there's a huge gap between 4th, 3rd, 1st, and 2nd. It's
No, no,
not.
no.
It's not. It's not. They all just edging each other out slightly. 3rd, I'm going Vitinha. Vitinha, like he's like,
Mm-hmm.
when people used to like define footballers as magicians, I would say when Vitinha's playing at his best, he's like a magician. He's like a magician. He would get himself into like situations where you don't know how he's gonna get out of this situation, and then shoot, he's gone. Whether it's not making a player or he's gonna flick the ball over someone's head and then give a curler pass right into the box. Like, he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. Especially when he's playing at his best. Vitinha is ridiculous. Now, Pedri, I'm gonna put you second. I'm gonna put Pedri second for now because it's like what you said with Rodri. You can't look past a European Cup with Spain, and you can't look past a treble. You can't look past a treble. And the why I hold Rodri's treble higher than Vitinha's treble is because, if I'm gonna be honest, PSG is like, they're the favorites, and we expect them to win League in every season, and we expect them to win every trophy in League in every season. I think they could do it with their second team. That's how good PSG is. PSG is ridiculous when it comes to that league. So it's kind of like with Bayern Munich. Like, we don't really rate a Bayern Munich treble or a or a PSG treble as much as we would rate like a Barcelona treble or a Real Madrid treble or a Premier League treble winning side, because the competition in those leagues, maybe not La Liga as much, but the competition in the Premier League specifically, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous. You could
it's
go
crazy.
smash Arsenal like
Yeah,
what 4-0 and then go drop points to Brighton or Bournemouth. It's like it's super
yep.
unpredictable, that league. So I have to put Rodri number one now. Why do I have Pedri over Vitinha? Now I would say two things, right? I would say when it comes to both of these players, like I was telling you a little bit last night before we had this full discussion, I really believe that Vitinha, to play at his best, he needs like another elite midfielder next to him. Whether it's a João Neves, whether it's a whoever you want to put. You want to put Fabian Ruiz, because I think Fabian Ruiz is really good as well. He's a really good box crasher, and he could really like when it comes to helping dictate play, I think his passing is underrated. His dictating of play is pretty good as well, in my opinion. But I think that's the only reason I don't have Pedri lower than Vitinha. When it comes to Pedri, that's another magician. That's another magician. The way Pedri just cuts through midfields, it's hot butter. It's like a hot knife and butter. It's ridiculous. And when it comes to his dribbling ability, you can't press this guy. You can't press this guy. It doesn't even make sense. He's gonna make you look foolish. It doesn't even matter if there's three people on him. It's the same like Vitinha. When Vitinha is on it and when Pedri's on it, the best you could do is try and slow them down. That's the best you could do. Try to slow them down. Other than that, they're gonna have a great game. Now, a big debate when it comes to this, people like to say is Pedri's doesn't really give you as much goals and assists. And for that rebuttal, I would say it's the whole League Un debate. The League Un, I think it's pretty easy. It's easy in my opinion to get goals and assists in League Un compared to the La Liga. How La Liga sets up it's a lot of low blocks in La Liga. In Ligue 1 is a lot more space for you to operate and do your thing and to find those gaps, right? And then secondly, when it comes to Vitinha and Pedri, I want to look at the international career, man. Because yes, Rodri was a big part of that Spanish Euro, but let's not act like Pedri wasn't dictating that whole Spanish midfield at times by himself. And at times he was just running the game.
That's true. That's true.
He was just running the game, and he was making the best. Like I remember that France game too as well, when they was playing France in they played them in the Euro and then they played them in the Nations League. And if you ask me, I think France is on paper the best team in the world. On paper they're the best team in the world, and when they're on it, they're the best team in the world. They just made France look like some amateurs twice in a row. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And when I look at Vitinha for Portugal, at times like he's really good, and then at times that he's not there. At times he's not there as much as you would want him to be there. You know what I mean? I guess sometimes you could put that down to the system, as well as a lot of tactics is just get the ball to Ronaldo and hope he scores too. Like you could see that in that team. Like Portugal is really like it's like they're building around Ronaldo for some reason. This guy is like he's like 40. I don't know why we're still building around Ronaldo, but yeah. I
The
guess
thing is,
talk to me.
like, you can say the same with Argentina. You
Yeah.
can say the same with Argentina. They build around Messi. I think, and Ronaldo is actually doing better than Messi. So I don't understand why don't people keep saying about that. The thing is, honestly, I understand that people might say, he's 40 years old and they shouldn't build around him, this, that, that. But they have a certain respect for him. Before Ronaldo, Portugal wouldn't have won anything.
That's true.
Let's be honest. They wouldn't have won anything. And right now, they have a golden generation. They have one of the best midfielders in the world, the best left back in the world. They have
solid wingers,
like one of the best wingers in the world in Leao. They have very good midfielders in Bernardo Silva, Bruno Fernandez. So like when you look at it, and they beat Spain, and Vitinha was a big part of that. You know,
they did.
And I understand. Vitinha and Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes for me is the best left back in a good while. But the thing is, bro, with Vitinha, I understand what you're saying in the controlling the game. But right now, in the last few years, Pedri. That's why I put him over Vitinha. But if you ask me right now, I
Yeah.
think Vitinha is better, honestly. And I understand that Pedri, he might not have a set midfield with him, but like he's not that bad. He has De Jong and Olmo with him in that midfield.
That's
So
true.
like it's not like we're talking about a midfield of Casado and Gavi. Let's be honest. It's not a bad midfield that Pedri had. And they just played. I know that's one game, but Vitinha did play better than him. So like, yeah, I know it's one game. I know it's one game. So like, yeah, I'm not going to take too much from that. But they played in the Nations League. Portugal won. They played just now there. Portugal won. Not Portugal. PSG won, and they played with a weaker team. They played with a weaker team actually because PSG was playing with a 17-year-old and an 18-year-old in strike and right wing.
That's a good point.
Like, bro, and left wing. I mean, let's be honest. They didn't have Rafinha, but that was the only person they didn't have. They had Lamine Yamal. They had everyone.
Yeah.
The only person they didn't have they didn't have Rafinha. PSG didn't have Dembele. PSG they didn't have Dembele, and they didn't have what's the other one? Due. They didn't have
Do
Due,
it. Yeah.
and a lot of
And
a
Kvaratskhelia.
few other players they didn't have.
They didn't
And
have
let's be
none of his
honest, they didn't have
starters.
the best players. Kvaratskhelia, they didn't have Let's be honest, bro. They didn't have
Yeah.
the front three that actually made them win,
Yeah.
and they still lost. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
That's
And Lamine Yamal, which is supposed to be their best player. Talking about
um.
Lamine Yamal, let's take that for next day, anyways. But yeah, that's for me. And I put Bellingham over all of them
Mm.
because Bellingham, for me, is the reincarnation of Steven Gerrard. For me, he's the
Mm.
reincarnation of Steven Gerrard. That everything, everything. Jude Bellingham.
Yeah.
Like honestly, and we will see it. We will see that he is going to be the best of the best players. When you see him, you see Zidane. Honestly, and that's Zidane. That's Zidane for crying out loud. I'm not saying he is ability at the moment, but when you see him play, just like how people see Iniesta when they see Pedri,
Mm.
you do see Zidane when Jude Bellingham plays.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I was gonna say I see
so
more of Zidane
that's
in Bellingham than Gerard, but I see the Gerard comparisons as well because like it's like you said, like this guy could play the box to box at a real high level. He could play Cam at a real high level. You know what I
yep.
mean? When he plays Cam, then I see Lampard. That's what I see. He looks like Lamps. He like bro, his ball striking
True, true.
is ridiculous, and people like to talk about his passing, but his passing is really good and his crossing is really good in my opinion.
Yo, I
Mm.
don't know. I don't understand why people talk like that. His passing is so good as well.
Yeah,
It's
it is. It is.
it's incredible.
You know what it is? I think people look at his touch sometimes and they see that he can have like a little heavy touch sometimes and they just assume because his touch is heavy at sometimes
Yeah,
that he can't pass. Like, no, no,
I am.
nah,
I
nah.
can be I can be real honest with you. The
Mm-hmm.
reason people have a fetish with small, skinny midfielders. No, let's be
My
honest.
boy
They
said
have
a
a
fetish,
fetish.
you
The
know?
fetish how they obsessed. Not, but they're obsessed. They're obsessed. They're obsessed with small footballers
Mm-hmm.
that can dribble and pass.
That's
They
the
don't
fact.
have to know how to defend.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to score
Bro.
goals. That, and I'm honest with you. And I'm honest with you. Like any small player that can pass and dribble, That's enough. That's enough. Technical ability, 100%. Come on, bro.
You know I'm starting to
Look
realize
at bro.
there's not enough respect in football these days for like defending part of the game because it has a lot of great two-way players. Like Nuno Mendes is a great two-way player. Reece James is a great two-way player.
Bro,
Jude is another one that his defending is really underrated. Jude's defending is really underrated, right?
yo,
And people don't appreciate that as much because let's be honest, we have Vitinha and Pedri on the ball offensively. They're beasts. They're monsters. But defending, we just run past Vitinha. We just run past Pedri.
no,
Like, or you don't even have to run past him.
yeah,
You could just shoulder them off, like move, like there's nothing there that you could really do anymore as soon as you brush them off. So yeah, I agree with you, man. Jude's two-way, his ability to like defend and attack, that's
yeah.
deadly, man.
That's the thing. But the thing is, I understand if people say that if you put them in the perfect, if you put each player in the perfect team for them, I honestly think Jude will do better. Goals, dribbling, everything. But I don't see Pedri taking the game by the scruff of the neck. Lamine Yamal came and he already passed him off. Like, bro, I know that goals and assists are very important. That everybody loves technical ability, but goals and assists are always going to be extremely important. They are always going to be extremely important. Always. And Pedri, I do rate him. He makes you win. But if there is a guy that can control Pedri, like what you going to do? Because apart from dribbling and passing the ball, he does not offer no goals, no assist basically. So what are you going to do after that? Because if you can't dribble and be press resistant, pass the ball to Yamin Yamal for Lamin Yamal to get an assist, what is going to happen?
That's a
You
good point.
know
That's a
what?
good point. Like, yeah, I would say that's Pedri's biggest weakness. I was supposed to cover that, but I was all over the place, man. But when it comes to grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck, I really don't think Pedri does that enough for me. And that's why I said it's not that far off. It's not
No,
that far off when it comes to like the ranking between him, Vitinha, and Bellingham as well. Because man, I remember in Bellingham's first season, I haven't seen a first season like Bellingham's first season in a long while. Like people really are underrating how good
bro.
that first season. You come to Madrid as $100 million signing. Everyone from Kroos to the board is putting pressure on you to perform, and then they play you out of your regular position, which is box to box, and they put you as a 10, and immediately off the bat you just start delivering game-winning goals. He won the El Clasico for them, and then when you go over to the Champions League, you perform the Champions League as well. You get a assist. I think you get a goal in the semi-final. You get a assist in the final. Like that, and then from there you go on to the Euros, and then you ball out in the Euros and almost win England the Euros. You almost help them win England, help England win the Euros because he gave the assist to Palmer to equalize. So if he ended, if things was to go England's way, and let's say he ends up getting the winner, he doesn't even have to get the winner. You help them equalize. You already get assists. You already helped a big part of England getting back into the match. Like, man, Jude Bellingham's first season, that's a legendary first season if you ask me. That's a legendary first season.
Bro, I'm not lie to you. I'm not lie to you. He got the assist for Palmer's goal in the Euros as well. Like he played so good against Spain, and I understand that Spain won. I do understand, but let's not try to act like Gareth Southgate had that team playing good.
Exactly.
Nah. That team was playing good because they were so talented. They were so very talented.
And this is why I was getting vexed.
It wasn't all just...
I was getting vexed at Southgate because it's like, bro, okay, if you're not gonna have him playing with some good tactics, at least put your best lineup. And I really thought the best lineup would be you put Cole in the 10, you let Jude do his best role as box to box, and then you leave Saka on the right. Because we saw every time Cole got his chance to play, he was either going to be given an assist or he was given a goal. And then how him and Bellingham plays together, it's like they've been playing all their life. Him and Bellingham, they bounce off each other really well. So the balance would have been there. Bellingham could have dropped back, helped Rice in defense, and then going forward, it'd have been nasty. It'd have been nasty.
Yep. Honestly,
Yeah.
it would have been extremely good.
Yeah. But yeah, I think what you said about Pedri versus Vitinha right now, I think that's a good point. I think right now I would put Vitinha over Pedri just because Pedri doesn't grab the game by the scruff of the neck enough. Even though I generally think that if it wasn't for Rodri getting those trebles and that Euro, well, you know, Pedri was a part of that too, but I think that treble puts Rodri in a different light. In a different light. We expect a lot more from Rodri because of that.
If we look at it in 3 years, Rodri just got the Ballon d'Or. Like, I know he missed one season, but let's be honest. Like Ballon d'Or, none of those players was even close to Ballon d'Or. Let's be honest.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But
only Vitinha, but yeah, it was just like 2 years.
Yeah, and that's another good point. I might have to put Bellingham high in that list because of his defensive contributions. Because if you could give me that much going forward, and then you could draw back and give me some game-winning tackles, man, I might have to put you top 2.
You will never see Pedri cleaning up a guy, like tackling hard to get the ball from his foot.
Yep.
That's not him. But I understand that's not Pedri, but like let's be honest. You tell me there's a guy that can clean up a guy, defend, take the ball off his foot, and then go forward, score a goal, or dribble past 2, 3 players? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I understand Pedri is good, but a lot of people are obsessed with Barcelona players. They are looking for the next Iniesta, the next Xavi.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
You know what goal I think?
They're looking for.
You know what goal I think perfectly sums up Bellingham at his best? I think it was the goal versus Napoli in his first season, right? He gets the ball off of a player and then he runs the full length of the pitch. Coming down to the final third, he beats, I think he either nutmegs or he just like is a croqueta and he finishes bottom corner. It's like, yo, like what else would you want from a midfielder? That's generational shit. That's generational shit. You know? So we gotta put, I definitely gotta start putting some more respect on Bellingham's name. Yes, sir.
Tiny thing, like, bro, the thing is, like, he intercepted the ball, and he does a lot. Intercept the ball, and then he gets it, dribbles up, or he gives a pass to Vini or to Rodrigo in that season. Like, bro, like people are acting like Bellingham is just this guy that runs about. Come on, bro. Come on. Acting like Pedri has no bad games. Like, bro, like sometimes Pedri does nothing in a game. Let's not act like this, please. Let's not act like that. But I do rate Pedri. I rate Pedri high, like very, very high. He's extremely good, but I think Bellingham is more talented than him. Honestly, he has more in his locker for me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But, yeah.
That's a good point. So I might have to redo my list. I might have to put because we was talking through last 3 years, no. So I'm gonna still probably keep Pedri higher just because of that Euros. But I definitely might put Bellingham above.
Is okay because
or close to.
Right now, if you look at if you not right now, if you look at only their abilities, like only ability, like what they can do, on a pitch, on a football pitch, for me the best is Bellingham because, bro, like how the thing he does is just incredible. And for me, I would put as an ability Bellingham, Pedri, Vitinha, Rodri, and Caicedo. I would put it, or probably Rodri over Vitinha, depends. on their ability and stuff. Because attacking players, they can do much more with the ball. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure, man. And yeah, thanks for this debate. And we definitely, as the season goes along, we're gonna be definitely having some more discussions. I want to talk to you, especially about the best players in the world going off of form now, because this Champions League, I think this Champions League is gonna be really entertaining, as well as this Premier League.
True.
Because I definitely think Chelsea has a better chance this Premier League of getting closer to that title. We're gonna see if we could actually steal it, but Arsenal and Liverpool look so strong. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very difficult.
Yeah, but
Yeah, man.
everyone, Casheal's linked his Instagram if you want to support, bro. If you wanna keep up with him, it's going to be in the bio. You understand? And make sure y'all show him some love.
Yeah,
Yeah, what you saying?
I'll give to him after the cash challenger. So, but I'll give to Julian so he can put it after.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was a great video.
Yeah, I
The
can get your
debate
link easy.
extremely. Yeah. Like,
Yes.
yeah. I'm gonna lie to you. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. This is a good debate. Everyone, make sure y'all smash up the likes, comment your top 5, top 10 midfielders, and if you disagree with any of our takes, especially I know I got a lot of Bellingham haters and a lot of Pedri and Vitinha glazers, so y'all let us know. Let us know. You know what I mean? Go into detail too. Just don't be like, oh, I disagree. Give me a reason, because I like to learn. I like to learn, and especially hear other people's points. So
Yeah.
for sure, man. Signing out.